Z-axis is keeping manufacturing moving at a time when many electronic components are in short supply. It's not just about working harder, we're working smarter and thinking innovatively. Here's a few examples of how we're outsmarting the global chip shortage at our facility in Phelps, New York. When a TI module became unavailable, Z-axis designed this small, thin daughter board so that it would still have the necessary functionality. We didn't have to change the entire layout of the board, and we could still pick and place the daughter board onto the motherboard. Plus, we didn't have to seek UL approval all over again. This board, however, required a redesign because its Ethernet controller was out of stock. Although we had to change the board's layout, bill of materials, and firmware, our team got the job done in just 5 weeks. Sometimes the solutions we find are hard to see if you don't look closely. When a power supply buck regulator became unavailable, Z-axis did more than find a replacement part. We picked and placed this IC onto an array of 144 boards before reflowing them and cutting them out with our UV laser. With this printed circuit board, the original USB hub became unavailable. Since then, we've redesigned the board 3 times to use components that we could find. Today we have 4 different layouts, all of which meet the application's requirements. Z-axis builds thousands of these boards and can use any of the 4 ICs. During electronic component shortages, price can become a problem. When a part that used to cost $4 rose to $95, Z-axis bought 100 demo boards for $10 each. We then harvested the parts that were needed. It took us a few labor hours, but the component cost savings were significant. Finally, Z-axis is working diligently to find second sources for components like diodes and capacitors. Crossing components can take a lot of time, but it sure beats downtime. By working smarter and thinking innovatively, we're using our supply chain brains to keep production lines moving.